Hi everybody, Julia here from Accessorize Your Life. Thank you for tuning in. I am back with the beautiful ladies from Beauty Over 40. We are collaborating to bring you a beautiful green look. And we are basing it around Palm Sunday, which is April 13th. Palm Sunday starts Holy Week. The palm itself is a reminder of remembering our salvation and things like that. The palm was thrown at Jesus' feet when he entered Jerusalem, and it was waved at him as well. So you may see the palm represented in churches on Palm Sunday, and that's where Palm Sunday got its name from, the palm branch. I have a palm plant there. It's really small now because I kind of destroyed it, but it's resilient. It came back. It's actually called the Neanthus Bella palm, and I'm so glad that it's easy to care for and it is so strong. What people do with the palms once they are kind of prayed over or blessed and given to them, they take them home and they put them on their holy pictures, or they press them, because sometimes they're made into little crosses and given out, and sometimes you just get a branch. And sometimes they put them into their Bibles as a remembrance. But what I've since learned is that some people bring them back because the church in the North Acts will have a basket there. They put them in the basket when they come back, and those palm branches are burned and used for the ashes to put here on Ash Wednesday. We never did that in the church, to my knowledge, when I was growing up. So I never knew that. I think it may be more of a different denomination act. But anyway, the palm is a beautiful plant. I love having it in the home. Sometimes I just get lazy with my plants, so that's why that one just got demolished at one point. But like I said, it's resilient, so it's growing back, and I'm so happy. And they don't take a lot of care. That's the funny thing. I don't have to do anything special with it, but I did read where I should missed it a little, so I'm going to start doing that. Also, when you think of Palm Sunday and that week, that Holy Week, you think of the colors like purple and red. But green symbolizes turning inwardly and remembering and thinking about ourselves. It's a kind of a renewal color. So with that said, I'm going to create a look. As we usually do, we start by showing you the ladies and what they're looking like so that you'll get a hint of their looks, and you can mosey over to their channels once you finish looking, where you currently are. So let's do that. Let's give a look at these ladies and their green looks. I like them. I really, truly like them. Now I want to just show you something before I get started. I have this very old picture. I don't know if you can see it, but it's of me and my sisters. I'm in the middle. My two sisters are on either side of me, and I'm wearing this green, kind of like a Kelly green dress with a Kelly green shiny purse. And this particular dress, I remember, has pipings of blue, and that's what I wore one Easter. So now I'm going in with Uma Beauty, and I'm going to speed up this portion, but I do want to show you what I'm using. It's Uma Beauty, and I think I've listed already the shade I'm in. That's what I have there. If you can see it, that's what I'm going to use. Hopefully I won't need much more than that. I have a beauty sponge, and I'm just going to take the butt of the sponge and start working it in Alrighty, I kind of feel like my foundation is on enough. I went ahead and primed my eyelids as well. So I think everything is looking pretty ready to go. For this look, I'm going to start off with the Michaela palette. I tried to use the Revolution palette by Patricia Bright, Patricia Bright rather, and it just didn't seem to work out for me. So I'm going to go in with this green called Workaholic, and I am just going to lay it all over my eyelid. So I'm going to take this Repro 02 brush. These brushes take a beating. You know, I use them with a lot of shadows that have a lot of color, and they wash out pretty well, even though they have a light hair on them. And these are natural hair brushes, and you can see I'm going in with this Kelly green that is not quite the green of my top, but I'm going to wear it anyhow. I'm going to work with it anyways. So I'm going to lay this down practically all over my lid. And you know what I want to do? I think I should do it now, is I'm going to take one of these, or on each eye, one of these makeup shields. So these are rather large. These are the smaller ones. I'm going to try to put it under my bottom lash line. Just going to work this over this time since I didn't do that before, and get into that green. Now this green is much deeper than I remember that dress being. It was a lighter green, although more Kelly green than this. The thing with the pigments of green is that it kind of, even though this is a nice kind of, not a dry powdery green, it's a nice kind of creamy green, but not too creamy. The green tends to, in general, separate. So you really have to kind of, more than smear it, you have to pat it in. So it's not a lot of buffing with this green, or most greens that I've worked with. I do see some kick up there just now. But isn't it a beautiful green? It may clash with my top, but I really don't care. So now I want to go in with these two browns here. And then later I'll go in with maybe this deeper color here. I'm not sure. So with those two colors there, let's with the browns at first. Let me find the brush for the browns. I think this is the lighter of the two. Just to blend out those edges. And now I want to find a very thin liner brush and go in with this deep, deep brown that's almost kind of like a purple brown. And I just thought about it when I was thinking of this color, and being that it has a little purple in it. I think the two colors that are usually associated with the week of Resurrection and Holy Week are red and purple. But green plays a significant role in just renewal and self-reflection, and I think that's probably why we're doing it, and in reference with the palms. So I'm going to take this color and put it a little bit here, just about where it starts to. And before I started the video, I went in and used my lash curler. So now while I have these shields on, I want to go in and put some mascara on my lower lash line, and that's why I wanted to make sure I had my lashes on the outside of the shield. This is far from my favorite, I'll go ahead and do my top lashes. Far from my favorite mascara, but it's in my shop, my stash, and like I said, I think in a previous video, I'm so glad that I didn't buy a full-size tube of this, because I don't like it, but I'm making good use of it. I'm going to use this shield up here. I can get it there and not move it. does lengthen somewhat. It's okay. Not my favorite. By Uma. And this is by NYX, and it is in my shop, my stash. There's a siren. And it's in this lovely shade. It's a fuchsia. This is where it gets tricky because I do want to add this color, but I want to be very selective as to how I add it. So this is kind of like a chrome or metallic fuchsia color. Great concept, but let's see if it works. I'm gonna leave it alone for a little bit. I'm going to take this off. So I did get quite an editorial look there. And I am thinking that I want to bring this green down a little. Let's go into Patricia Bright with this dramatic pink here, After All. Let's see if we can save this or bring it to what I had hoped it. Yeah, it's coming off more pink. Should have stuck with this in the first place, even though kind of see it's still looking a little lavender, but the color I want is pink. And I did add a little of my Revolution. This is a kind of a creamy taupe color. I can't see the name of it, but it's called Nude actually, and I took it right in the inner corner here. And I think I showed you on camera, I wanted to put a couple of little lashes, single lashes on the outer corner. I don't think you can really tell. I only put one on either eye. I just left it at that. And I think it brightens up the eyes some. My eye is deeper than what I had in mind, but I'm not mad at it at all. I'm loving that. Okay, I'm going to put on my earrings and we'll come back and do the lip. And then I think we are done. I think so. Okay, my friends, I have two lippies in mind. I'm just going to put a little bit of this Kiko Milano. I'll pull this from my drawer. Right there. Kind of picks up on that inner corner color. And then I have this lipstick, who I don't know who it's by, but it is a drugstore brand, and it's a lovely kind of pinkish color. Kind of outlining my lips with it, and then I'm just going to work it in. Now, this is a colorful look, and I knew it would be using this lipstick. And I'm loving how this lip is bouncing off of the eye color ever so lightly. And next I want to use some of the Pixie. This is a spray mist, but it's a glow mist actually. So like I do is I spray it from afar so I don't have to be worried about anything. But it just gives me a little glow, and it's not too much. So I'm going to bring you in a little so you can see. And then we're going to come out about there. And this is the complete look. This is my Palm Sunday look. I could try to give a little more light to the eyes with this particular shade here, that it was being a little touchy, and that's why I decided not to use this palette. I wanted to, but this creamy shade here, maybe I can dab it in the sparkle there, just didn't want to play right. So we'll just take this as an after effect. And I dabbed it in that gold a little bit so you see a little sparkle. but I really was just intrigued by the mats after a while, and I thought that would be enough. Well guys, this is my look. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you visit all my friends here at Beauty Over 40. I'll leave the links down in the description box. Check out the description box if you haven't been doing so, because that's where all the channels are, and a link to my eBay store is, and you know, if I add music, that's where it is if you like the music. Guys, I love you for watching. Always consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't. I'd love to have you here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and again, visit my friends. Love you.